Cool.
Because let's say you got someone who doesn't have a headset, right? You hear all the environment around them. You're going to be able to hear that. Say some kid who just makes fart noises. You don't want to hear that as well, right? How do we...
Hey.
I hope that there's going to be a way to stop from hearing these
now.
guys.
It's a bit crowded, right?
Can we kick Sean?
Yeah, we can.
We should kick Sean. Bye, Sean.
Certainly do it.
Sean has been
Bye,
kicked.
Sean.
It's always great to see Sean Tracy. So this was the friend they were talking
All right,
about.
now
Oh,
we've
I
made
was
some
hoping
friends,
for Tony Z.
We've joined parties, and we even kicked some people. That's super great. But what if you're new to the game?
Ben, behind you.
Oh! The guide system. So we've introduced the guide system on the web a while ago. And this allowed new players and experienced players to match up, basically for a new player to get training and learning the ropes. Wait, are we bringing it in the game?
Yeah, of course we are.
Nice. Do we get money from teaching the game? We need to get Alpha UEC for that.
Ultimately, we want to encourage you all to help one another. And it's very important for a game as large and as complex as Star Citizen is. And while we're improving how we teach you the game, it's irreplaceable to have another player by your side showing you the ropes. So we want to keep the guide types from the website, because there's already a lot of good ones there. And they already cover a very wide variety of gameplay. And as we add more game systems, more guide types are
Oh,
gonna
so
get
that
added
was the
too.
last tab that they were hiding.
And base building's a great example of that, which is a little teaser there for tomorrow.
Wait a
No,
second.
Teaser. You're teased.
Oh, yeah. But now, how do
So
you become
it's
a
not
guide?
a player
So
who
now
does
there's gonna
that?
be a list of requirements that you've got to meet. And this list will require you doing content like contracts,
Oh,
beacons,
okay,
or
okay,
many
so-
other things as well. And ultimately, once you've checked that list, you can then opt in to become a guide. And really, we've done this because we
So it's like a
wanted becoming
checklist
a guide to really mean
that you are going to have to
both
fill if you
yourself,
want to become a
to
guide.
other
But it also
players,
gives you some
so they
good
can rely on your
game
experience.
objective if you don't know what to do. Or you're going to
But
be
why become a
completing a
guide?
checklist
Out of the
in
goodness
case
of
you know
your own
you're
heart?
lost and you're bored. I've always been a
wanna
big
get
fan
paid.
of checklists, by the way.
Some of you love to help, and a lot of you already are. But while I don't
I'm
have time
into
to get
that.
into specifics today, there are going to be rewards available for those of you that do put the effort in.
Because we like to get paid.
Yes.
But ultimately, we want you to want to help.
All right. So I've been doing a lot of guide stuff, and I've reached a guide level in a field that I like doing tons of content on. Or I'm a new player and I need training in a key area. How does this all tie together?
Or I'm an old player,
answer
but
my own
there's something
question.
that I don't do
It
so much,
ties
and I want to
into beacons,
improve.
trust, and rating systems. Or as we say internally, beacons, but actually good. Oh, yeah. So beacons have been in the game for a while, but we are juicing them up.
Yeah, so let's look at how we're juicing them
Yeah,
up.
because
So first
right
off,
now, not so good,
tying
right?
into the guide stuff, we're adding a new type of beacon.
It's not great adding the
So
type
guide
of
beacons.
beacon
It
for
means that
medical, and
if
then you get
are a guide,
ambushed,
you'll
right?
be
That
able to
sucks.
respond to them. If you need a guide, you broadcast them. And if you need a guide, you can be certain that whoever responds to them knows their stuff. So this is obviously good for new players needing to learn the game. But even seasoned players like yourselves, you're going to have a great use for this because there's always something new to learn in the verse. So you just post your question, you broadcast it out, the guides get alerted, they can accept it, contact you, and once you have the information you need, you take the beacon down, get out there, and use your newfound knowledge. So
Cool.
obviously there's many different types of guide beacons.
That's great,
here,
because that's going to be
but
a
we're
good
also
way
adding more
to make this
categories
more an
to
MMO and have
service beacons.
player interact with other
Now
player,
this
right?
beacon stuff sounds fun.
Player-to-player
but let's be
interaction is
honest, I
very
have a friend,
fundamental to any kind of
not
big
me,
MMO.
But every time they use a beacon, they get ganked.
Ah,
How are we going to do? What are we going to do to make sure that whoever is answering my call for help is trustworthy?
Are you sure that's your friend and not you? Yeah, okay. So we've got a few ways of tackling this, and one of them is actually subsidizing the beacons. So guilds contribute rewards to the payouts on service beacons, and we'll get to guilds shortly. But that could be money, reputation, or potentially other rewards as well.
Because we like getting paid.
And ultimately, that keeps the cost down for the people that need help, but rewards the people that are helping.
that's a good
And
idea.
this actually finally makes it viable to do beacons for whatever profession you like to do. Medics, refuelers, and repairers, just to name a few. But if you misbehave and you fail the beacon, there's no payout for you. So that's
Okay.
one
And if you
incentive.
misbehave, maybe
The
you
other
are banned
is
from
that we're
doing that.
adding a proficiency rating.
Yes.
Responders can earn that rating by successfully completing service beacons. You go from bronze up to gold, which indicates your level of experience and success, and only the top few will be able to earn platinum status,
Oh.
which essentially puts you on a leaderboard and marks you as one of the best playing in your region.
Nice.
So when
Player
broadcasting,
board.
Responders
Oh,
offer to help, and you'll see their rating. Then you'll get to
leaderboards
pick
in
who
game,
you
in the
want to help
verse.
you out. And
That
let's say you're not very good,
is
or
revolutionary.
you like to misbehave a lot. Failing a beacon will result in losing rating, and then repeat offenders will enter the red zone. The ball
Oh
zone.
no, the
And
ball
then
zone.
only really desperate people are going to take you on. We're making the system much more robust to the point of automatically determining success or failure. So we're putting a lot of focus on making the system difficult to exploit as well, in the many different ways that it can be right now. So criminal types, like you, Benoit, will have to get much more creative.
Okay, that's
So, yeah,
good.
That's all great from
That's good.
the
It's going to
beacon
make
broadcasters.
those
perspective,
beacons
right?
much more trustworthy,
Pretty cool stuff.
and it's going to give an incentive
But
from using them
they're not the
and
only ones getting
completing them.
ganked. The beacon responders, they're also in a bad position. So what are we doing for the beacon responders? Well, we
Oh,
want to give
I
you
like
some
to,
idea
Azil.
of the risk you're putting yourself into by responding to the beacon. So we're adding trust rating. So if we look at this person who's looking for some help to repair here, well, you can see their last 5 recent beacons that they broadcasted. They have 2 neutral ones. Something's gone wrong, but it wasn't necessarily bad or illegal. Then they have a red one. That's bad. They have been up to something. But they have also been successful with 2 beacons. So, well, at least you can assess the situation.
Maybe it
before
was an
going into
accident,
it.
right?
It ensures your safety when doing a good deed. And yeah, I think that's it for beacons. So,
So they're showing the last
God.
5. Okay,
One
that's
more
that's
big
good,
thing
right?
I guess we need to
No,
talk
people
about,
may
right?
change.
Which we're really
People
excited
may
for.
be giving their account to a kid, for
yeah.
example, and the kid may be
Look
acting
at
bad.
that. That is exciting. I like this one.
Did someone mess with the slides?
In Sweden, we call this a double barrel.
A double barrel.